Yeah. I don't want to take care of them again. So I just don't want nobody who like need my help. I don't want to meet you already helping you. You know? Like, I don't want to be building you up. I don't want to take care of you. I don't want to take care of you.
All right, boom. So, and why would a guy be like, did I ask you that question? Why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
I'm a nurturer. I cater to my men. I like to uplift a guy.
Wait, what? Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy Regular Kev back with my simple assessment, and today we have a video from Kendra G. Shout out to Kendra G. That show is gold. Oh my gosh. And we had a young lady on here from Atlanta, and I'm not gonna lie, I think she's super attractive, and I think she got a pretty cool personality too. But just listening to this young lady speak, there's a lot of contradictions in the things that she's saying, and I think that these are the type of things that give dudes trust issues. So Dana is 37, she's from ATL, she don't have any kids. She says she needs a man that's calm and laid back because she got a really big personality. So there's a type of man that Dana is looking for.
Red bones. I like light guys. I like light complected, but I take a chocolate, but like it really doesn't matter as long as he treat me good.
Okay. All right. Does he gotta make a certain amount of money?
I don't. As long as he can take care of himself. Well, no. You gotta be able to take care of yourself and me. Because if you make just enough to take care of yourself and then you end up losing your job, then yeah. At least I would say 6 figures. I prefer 6 figures because I make 6 figures, but like I could do 75. I could do 75K and up.
75K
yeah,
and
I'll
up.
say I'll do 75,000 with a dream that you're working towards. I can do that.
Also 75K with potential.
Yeah, like you working towards like owning. If you're a truck driver, you working towards owning your own truck company. Like you can't just be want to drive forever. You got to be able to like want more, you know.
So now that you heard the type of guy that she's looking for, listen to the type of guys that she's accustomed to dealing with.
Okay, so when was your last relationship?
About 2 months ago.
2 months ago? Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
2 months ago.
2 months ago. Okay. Is that guy an option?
No, he's not. No, he was going through too much. He was going through a lot. And I don't. If you're an alcoholic, I don't want you because that was the reason why me and him last. Because he had a real bad alcohol problem. I'm single because for some reason I keep attracting guys that's going through something. I know we all go through stuff, but for some reason I just keep attracting guys that's like either they don't have a car or they just lost a job or they don't have nowhere to stay. It's just. And then I live in Atlanta, so in Atlanta, it's almost like you tend to run into a lot of people who pretend that they have this nice life on social media, and when you meet them, they don't have nothing. So, and then I no longer like them. Then I don't like them no more. After I find out you know a lot about your life, it kind of like make me not like you no more. So, yeah, I don't want to take care of them again. And I feel like I keep attracting guys who like watch my life through social media and they want to be a part of it so much, and then they get in my life and then they be jealous. They be like trying to shit on me all the time, like, oh, your business this, your business that, and I'm like, damn, you know. So it's just like now I'm just looking for something a little bit more different. I don't want to look for someone who like, you can't like lead me if you need me, you know.
You can't lead me if you need me.
No, you can't lead. That means I can't follow you if you need me. I want a man that I can follow. I want a man that I can submit to, I can look up to. If you don't have a vision, I don't care about the plan, but if you don't have a vision for your future, your own future and your family moving forward, then you really can't do too much with me. And then I don't want a man that need me, because if you need me, then you cannot lead.
So are you saying need you financially?
Like need me, like you don't have a car or you lied about a car. Like one time I met a guy, he told me that his car was in the shop. Well, 2 years later, the car still was in the shop. Like, I don't know. So I just don't want nobody who like needs my help. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Now, like I said, I like Dana. I think she exudes a great personality. And I believe her and I understand, like, nobody wants to be in a relationship where you feel like, you know, you're dealing with like a bum or a leech and you're just taking care of somebody and they're not pouring anything back into you. So I feel like she's speaking out of frustration and just like her bad experiences with dating. And as far as like what she was talking about with dudes like, you know, shitting on her because of her business and everything like that, we're hearing it from her perspective, but from a male's perspective, sometimes when women have success, they weaponize it. So you might have an argument or a disagreement, and because you're not necessarily in a situation that she's in, she'll come back and be like, oh, well, I got this degree and that degree, so I'm smarter than you, and you can't tell me this and you can't tell me that, or I do this and I do that, and you can't tell me nothing. And it's just like, it becomes off-putting. So it may feel like the dude's coming across as hating, but it's like, yo, just because you're doing this doesn't mean that you know everything. And sometimes, you know, women don't want to hear that. Now, as far as the you can't lead me if you need me, like, just because it rhymes doesn't mean that it's right. So it's like, if you're an NFL quarterback, right? Imagine telling your offensive line, like, you know, or your offensive line saying, oh, you can't lead me if you need me. Like, what happens if the O-line just steps to the side and he calls hike? It's going to be a long night for your boy. And the way a man hears it is, the second that you perceive that you're doing better than me, I'm no longer of service, or I'm no longer worth your respect. And no man wants to feel like that. Like, I don't want to end up in a precarious situation where, you know, I break my leg or I lose my job and I look up from the ground and you packing bags. And I'm like, where you going? You're like, well, you can't lead me if you need me. And remember what she said in the beginning of the video.
No, you gotta be able to take care of yourself and me. Because if you make just enough to take care of yourself and then you end up losing your job, then yeah.
And Kendra even speaks to her about this in the interview.
I just don't want nobody who like need my help. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I would challenge that slightly, because a lot of powerful men are, you know, they are the person that is the face, but they give their wives a lot of credit. You know, like they'll say like, my wife, I needed my wife for this. And I think like the Michelle and Barack Obama story, that was what I first thought about in the beginning. Now Barack had his own car, but if you know their story, Michelle was the breadwinner on top kind of at first. And then obviously he became the president of the United States. And now she's, you know, now the rest is history. And
her response to this was,
I mean, I understand the Barack story, but you know, everybody ain't Michelle, so I don't know if I want to. Everybody ain't Michelle, baby. No.
Now, the reason I actually picked this video to highlight is not because I think Dana is crazy or disrespectful or anything like that. We all know Kendra G got crazier videos that people could react to, but I wanted to highlight the nuance in between, the difference between the way that men and women hear things. I feel like from a female standpoint, they listen to this and they're like, oh, she just doesn't want to be with a Dusty. But as a man listening to this, the way that I hear it is that she's had some past trauma in her older relationships, and she's adamant about the fact that she does not want to have to help a man ever again. Now, the reason that this is important is because if the type of man that she wants sees this or hears her speak like this,
yeah, I don't want to take care of them yet. So I just don't want nobody who like need my help. I don't want to meet you already helping you. You know, like I don't want to be building you up. I don't want to take care of you. I don't want to take care of you.
It makes it hard for him to believe her when she says this.
I would love to get married, and I don't mind helping my guys, but I'm a nurturer. I cater to my men. Like I like to uplift a guy.
So the contrast between, or the duplicitousness, I love that word, between the two ideologies that she's speaking about at the same time is definitely going to affect the way that he sees her and the category that he puts her in as far as dating is concerned. So for her, what it does is yeah, you might now be dating the type of guy that you want, but that type of guy doesn't look at you as something serious or something long term, because he knows that even though you're fun, you got a good personality, you're cool people, when shit gets hard, I don't know if you're gonna be, a runner or a track star. You're gonna run away when it gets hard. Hey, but what do I know? I'm just regular. Y'all tell me what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. She said you can't leave me if you need me. Out here getting the Johnny Cochran on.